Alright, scrolling blue sky until I see some woke, or as I like to call it, communism accent. Let's get started. Gaming posting. I don't feel like gaming is all too woke. I get that that's an Asian person on stream. I don't think that counts, right? I feel like we're a little better than that. Not detecting anything woke here. I don't want to waste too much time on it. It is blue sky, so it can't take that long. Oh, hold on, hold on. Is Trump bashing woke? That's the question we need to address right now. You know what? No. I can't count that because that's like 90% of what happens on Blue Sky, right? Blue Sky is like 90% like centrist libs that don't like Trump and make not liking Trump their own personality, you know? So we can't just count like general Trump bashing. Okay, that image is. Do you see what I mean when I say that Blue Sky is fucking lib posting? Look, I'm a lib, alright, so I get to point it out. They are libs, alright. If I was like 5% less woke, I would probably call them libtards, but unfortunately I am too much of a communist for that. mm-hmm. Blue sky posting, like blue sky glazing. Does that count as woke? I feel like it's definitely woke adjacent because of the context of the website, but I wouldn't count it. You know? Oh, Deltrine posting. Hold on. Oof, Jesus. Deltrine posting. We're on the right track. If we get more of that, that could be some woke posting right there. Indie game. I don't feel like indie games. Well, it depends on the indie game, you know? Warhammer posting. I'm pretty sure Warhammer is the opposite of woke, actually. So. I get a lot of like art recommendations because every time, because like I think Blue Sky has like clocked me as like someone who has a very surface level but like exaggerated like appreciation for like romantic era paintings in particular, you know. So every time there's like art that gets recommended to me on my Blue Sky, it's either like fetish art, it probably involves furries, or it's like the most beautiful, like romantic era inspired painting that you've ever seen in your entire life. It's the only two kinds of art on my page, you know? Um, Mario, Nintendo's woke adjacent, but no wokeness detected. This is taking longer than I thought it would. It's fucking Blue Sky. You'd think it would have happened by now. Once again, I'm not counting Trump bashing. Is this more Warhammer posting? I can't tell because I don't know shit about Warhammer, but I get Warhammer vibes from it. Mr. Sims, nah, Sims posting can't be. MLP, I don't think MLP is like. I don't think MLP in itself counts as woke. You know? Hold on. Nah, this is Trump bashing. We already said we gotta have a higher standard for woke than just Trump bashing. You know? Or else this challenge would be like 2 seconds. We can't count that. We gotta aim a little bit higher. You know? Is this the actual Nintendo of America like Twitter mirror account? Or is that the fucking parody account? Because there is one and they have the exact same profile picture because it's like a LARP account, right? So that is kind of funny. It's a good bit. Because neither of them are verified, right? Because they're not official. So Drawfee, I don't know shit about them, but I know they're woke adjacent. So I'm still once again in the right track, but woke adjacent isn't what we're looking for here. Woke adjacent, that's just everything on Blue Sky, you know? I guess the standard that I want to get at is like, it's woke if a chud would get mad at it, you know? Is the standard that I'm using here. I'm getting a lot of like old RPG shit, you know? For some reason, Golden Sun is like the one classic RPG that I never got around to playing. I do like old RPGs a lot, like SNES style, like classic RPGs are maybe my favorite video game subgenre, you know? And yet, like, I've never played Golden Sun, which is strange because I know for a fact that if I played it, I would probably enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's like genuinely a really good game from what I heard, and it is up to my taste. I just never made time for it. It's short too. You know what? I'm playing it soon. I gotta play Golden Sun. That game seems very cute and fun. Anyway, gamer posting, PlayStation, I feel like is the opposite of woke as well. You know, if I had to put like a spectrum for the video game like market right now, on the far end of the woke spectrum, you'd have like Nintendo, right? Where they can't really release a game without it being called woke, and you have like Sony on the other end, you know? Which is kind of funny. Because like generally people who hate wokeism, uh, they tend to define woke as like something that is from the West, and this tend to see Japan as this like wild untouched land that is still like clean of the influence of communism somehow, you know. And yet you look at like most of the people of color representation in video games, and it's being done either by Nintendo or one of the studios that they often work with. I also get recommended a lot of like pet videos, which is very wholesome. This is quite the change from like my Instagram algorithm, because my Instagram algorithm is like all weirdcore now, you know. At least my Bluesky algorithm, I like still makes sense for someone who is, might I remind you, a 38-year-old man from rural France, right? Realistically, I'm not the kind of demographic that should be getting fucking spammed with weirdcore, alright? The algorithm thinks I'm 12, I guess is the point I'm trying to get at. This is Trump bashing, so I'm not counting it. When I say woke, I mean like anything that's like a pride flag or like something that gives me gay vibes. I'm willing to count furries in that, by the way. Strangely though, I'm getting so much like, well, it's nah, FIFA bashing isn't woke because like the chuds don't like FIFA, you know? I don't know. The thing is, I definitely thought I would see a pride flag at least by now. Oh, wait, hold on. Fox News and right-wing media spent last year's New York City mayoral election fear-mongering that Zoran Mamdani's leadership would trigger a surge in violent crime. Now, 5 months into Mamdani's term as mayor, major crimes are at a historic low. Okay, this is like a tangent, right? But this is something that like genuinely pisses me off about like the right wing. They'll like take a nigga like Zoran Mamdani, right? And they'll like paint him as this like far left radical. He's got such radical ideas, right? And then he gets into office, and I don't even like Mamdani that much. But he's not even doing anything crazy. He's just kind of like one of the only politicians actively making an attempt at bettering people's lives. He's not doing enough, but he's the only one actually trying, so he ends up looking so much better. Whereas in reality, he's the only one doing the bare minimum. And everyone's glazing him like, oh, we all love Zoran Mamdani. He's the best politician in America. I mean, he's up there. He's one of the best ones. Yeah, he's the only one putting in an effort, my nigga. I don't know. Speak of the devil. Does Mayor Zoran Mamdani count as woke? Hold on a second. Hear me out. This might be where our losing streak ends, because that is the current brown, not white, Muslim left-wing mayor of New York. He is, believe it or not, at the far left end of the current Overton window. So I think that counts as woke. I'd say that does it, right? Hey, under 10 minutes for how much of a tendency I have to yap, I'd say that's pretty good. It is Bluesky though, so you could get a lower score on this. You could probably pull it off pretty easy. Still, it's pretty good though.